Well, let's go to Richard now with John Travolta. Wow.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Carlos. Well, some of us are lucky enough to have a driveway up to our houses. This particular gentleman, one of the biggest stars on the planet, has not one but two runways up to his house. That's not the house, by the way, that's just the pool house. But we have planes to the left of us. That's one of the little baby ones.
That's the Challenger jet.
That's the Challenger jet, yeah, of course. And we have planes to the right of us. That's the Qantas 707. We are at the home of John Travolta. We'd heard all about this place. It's lovely to be here.
Well, thank you. And finally, it happens.
Finally.
I've been talking to you about this for years to come visit, and you finally did.
I finally came here, complete with satellite truck and
welcome. Welcome to my house.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here to get an insight into your world.
Yeah.
We're about how far out of Orlando in Florida?
About a drive, about an hour and a half.
Is that flying? That's driving.
It's about 100
flight.
About 80 miles or something like that. 10-minute flight. Yeah.
So is the reason you're here because of the runway and because you can fly anywhere in the world?
It's mostly that is the reason. We designed the house for the jets, and to have at our access the world at a moment's notice, and that we succeeded at that. So for the last 11 years, we've been able to globetrot for Qantas and movies and the other Bombardier and Breitling, and I've been able to really operate out of this house for business and for personal reasons.
This is Casa Travolta. We're going to talk to you about your new movie. I mean, you're flying up to Toronto Film Festival tomorrow.
Yes.
What do you go? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
No, we'll take the Challenger tomorrow, and I have a smaller jet than that that's picking up my sister in Idaho, and she'll rendezvous with us in Toronto, and for the festivities of the new film.
You win.
Yeah,
you win. That's it. The Qantas relationship. I mean, it's what, a dozen years now.
It's 12 years. It's been 12 of the best years as far as my personal dreams coming true, as being part of an airline, being part of aviation at a magnitude of Qantas, meaning the best airline in the world, the best safety record, the best service, and to be part of that and to be allowed in was a privilege. And next week I have a very I don't know if everyone knows this or not, but next week is a big.
Well, the 29th, I think.
The 29th
of September, a couple of weeks.
29th of September. I thought that was next week, but 29th of September.
That's a couple of weeks. At the rate you're living life, it could well be.
Is a big day for me and for Qantas, because the 747 service from Sydney to Dallas is now being replaced by the A380, the largest airliner in the world. And there will be presented 4 classes of service: coach, premium coach, business class, and first class. I will be there at the airport, welcoming and celebrating the passengers arriving.
Very cool.
We'll do different things to celebrate. But it's first time ever on the largest aircraft in the world doing the longest route. So it's exciting.
That's incredible.
And 6 days a week.
See, can I tell you a little secret?
Sure.
See, I thought that maybe you're just a highly paid spruiker for Qantas. You wear the cap and you have the plane and you bring it down. You've got planes hanging off the roof in every room in your incredible house. Well, you've got Qantas like fly to Hawaii signs in the bathroom everywhere and stuff. I mean, you really love this whole thing.
But Richard, I'm shocked that you didn't know that before. I was 5 years old and I fell in love with aviation. That's why Qantas hired me, because this is something in my blood. I can't get rid of it. This is a passion. So when I first, you know the story, but when I first presented myself to Qantas, I was already flying that with Hugh Jackman, as a matter of fact, flying that to Australia to promote swordfish. And that's when I approached Qantas to say, would you allow me to be part of your airline?
Have I got a deal for you?
Yeah. So this has been, since I was a little boy, at my interest level. So, but I guess I understand. It's finally real for you. Before it was like a kind of a gimmick in your mind. And now you're saying, he really is a nut.
Well, you really live it and breathe it, and that's awesome. Is it a hobby? Is it I mean, it would appear as much of your life as the acting.
Well, it is, because now I've made a profession out of flying as well as acting. And at my age, I'm glad I did, because it's something to do when you're not working.
At our age. 30,
At our
39.
age. No, but you're a kid. You're 4 months younger than I am. So you're just a baby.
Where are those 4 months? I wish I could find
I grow a beard to hide all that. you
Thanks
see.
a lot. I'll just sit here like that. Yeah, but it's wonderful. Hey, listen, so you've made this new movie, Forger.
Yes?
In fact, I think we got a little scene clip. You play an art forger, right?
I do. Yes.
Can we have a little look at the
Sure.
scene clip of Forger? Yeah, it's you play a guy who replicates famous paintings, right?
Exactly, and unfortunately he's gotten in trouble for it. But now he's
Funny about that.
and now he's trying to find his way out of prison in order to spend time with his son, and he has to make a painting, and so he has to paint this painting, a Monet, Lady with a Parasol, by pressure with a gun, let's say, to his head, and it was a very interesting adventure, because I actually attempted to paint this painting on my own to see what it would be like to feel the pressure of someone forcing you to do a masterpiece, you know, and
How'd you go?
I'll show you the picture. It's pretty good. I mean, you know, it's an impression of an impression, but I did pretty well.
You come from a family of painters.
I do. My grandfather, on my mother's side, my father, my brother, all were wonderful painters, you know, and so it's not an unfamiliar territory for me. But I did go to Hong Kong and study with a great artist, teacher, and also in the U.S. I had a mentor. So at least those parts where I'm doing it have an authenticity to it. But it's really, the story is more about a grandfather, a father, and a son, and the love they have for each other, and how they survive life together as three men in a household. That's really the story, and the forging and the heist is almost a backdrop to this relationship of them, you know.
It looks great. I can't wait to see it. I mean, you've made so many great movies.
Thank you.
You know, you've got nothing left to prove to anybody.
But I need something to do, Richard.
Well,
I'm an old man.
You've got about 1 million acres. You could go and mow a lawn or something.
I can't just give up
Don't
now,
say
so.
old, for heaven's sake.
Well, no, but I mean, you know, then if I say old, then you can say, oh,
Really?
don't say old.
What would you do if you weren't? What do you do when you're not making a movie?
Oh, gosh. You know, I mostly keep busy with, when I'm not making a movie, I spend time with the family. We travel around the world, but usually we travel for either Qantas Breitling watches or Bombardier aircraft, which is
Man,
what
you're
I'm flying
good.
today.
You get those
I do.
references in there.
And don't forget, you can fly from Sydney to Dallas nonstop on the A380 now for the first time ever.
This is an incredible. I mean, Kelly, your beautiful wife, we just saw pulling up in the driveway, and your daughter Ella was swimming in the pool here. I mean, this is so insular here. You know, Ella has homeschooling, right?
Yes.
Does it feel like your little enclave away from the world?
Yes, and I think when you're famous, you have to protect your family and yourself in an enclave like this, you know, or something, you know, some
there are
version.
crazies out there, right?
No, it's just that you are a target, you know. So, yeah.
You're a beautiful. Can we stick around for a little bit longer?
Of course, yes.
I just want to pop in the pool house, and it's cocktail hour after all.
Yeah. Would you like a drink?
Sure.
Give you what would you like?
I'll tell you.
Martini?
I'll tell you when we go to a break.
Okay.
We'll be back with John Travolta, Carl, Lisa. It's nice here.
What an honour. And look, Jackie, I think the whole world knows it's a G&T for you. Hold the tea. Thank you, buddy, and a great exclusive there with John Travolta.